Yo, what's up? This is Christopher back at it again with another video. Today we're going to look at the Noble Monochromatic Preset Pack for Luminar. Now, this preset pack retails for only $6.99. Of course, I'm going to have a link in the description where you can purchase this particular preset pack. Now, in this preset pack, you're going to get 9 monochrome presets, and they're going to give you precise control of detail, shadows, highlights, and delicate tonality. Of course, it being a monochrome preset, it's going to be black and white effects that you're going to apply to your photo. So let's go ahead and launch Luminar. And what I have here is the circular church in downtown Charleston. I thought this would be the perfect photo to demo for this particular preset pack. It's the type of image that you would want to do in black and white, in my opinion. Now, I shot this, I don't know, maybe like February or March of this year with my Phantom 4, and it's a really awesome old church in downtown Charleston. But let's go ahead and look at the presets. So if you don't know, over here in Luminar, you can tap this, and this is your preset panel, and then you would just choose Noble Monochromatic Presets. So let's go ahead and look at the Architecture Preset Pack. Go ahead and process that. Now you can adjust the amount with all these different effects, but for this particular preset, I'm just going to leave it, probably bring it down just a little bit, maybe like 94 or so. And with all these effects that you apply to your photo, you can further adjust them in the filters panel over here. You can adjust the sliders like for exposure, contrast, highlights, etc. You could also add more filters by clicking the add filter button and then choose the particular filter or effect that you want to apply to your image. Now, each one of these effects in the bottom right here, when I apply them, they're going to have different filters that are going to pre-fill in the panel. So like when I apply the wedding portrait one, you're going to see a different set of filter options over here because it's a different effect. But let's look at the before and after of the architecture one. So there's the before, and here is the after. And I'll do the slider here to give you an idea of what it looks like. And then maybe I'll put the slider right here at the steeple in the middle, so you can kind of see like the church, the before and the after, and you can see that effect. And then I can, make further adjustments, as I mentioned, over here in the filters panel. But I think that looks really good. So let's go ahead and turn this off and look at the wedding portrait. And now that one is a little bit more brighter, and I could bring that down just a little bit too. I don't want to go too much because I don't want to bring the color out of it. But as I mentioned a minute ago, I can come over here in the filters panel. You're not going to adjust the curves or the soft glow, etc. If I choose to do that. But I'm going to leave it like that. Here goes the before and after of the wedding portrait. So that is the before, and here is the after. And then I can come over here with the slider. I'll show you the before, and then I'll slide it to the after. And then I'll put it right there in the middle of the steeple so you can get an idea of the detail that you're going to see with this particular effect applied. So now let's look at the classic street. This one looks really good, I can tell. Let me turn off that slider there. And that may be a little too much there. Kind of adds a lot of grain on the rooftop of that church. So I would probably adjust this. Yeah, I would take some of that grain out. But what it does, it makes it look like a really old photo. I think I said that in my last video of a Luminar preset pack, but that's what it's doing. You could adjust the size and the roughness. But let's look at the before and after. So there's the before, and here goes the after. And then I'll apply the before and after slider here. You can kind of see what that does. And you can see that grain in there. I'll put it right here in the middle of the steeple so you get an idea of what it's doing. So let's look at the grainy days. I imagine this one's going to be super grainy. Oh yeah. Now this right here looks like a newspaper photo or something. That is a lot of grain. So let's look at the before and then the after. And then I'll take the slider here. So I mean, it looks kind of cool. It's definitely different. Maybe too much grain for my liking, but everyone has different tastes. This would be kind of cool, like a wallpaper or something maybe. All right, so let's look at the monodramatic. So that one looks really good. I like this one the best so far. And there's the before, and here is the after. Let's look at that again. Before, and then the after. Now let me put the slider on here, and I'll slide it over. And then I'm going to stop it right here on the steeple, and you can get an idea of the details between the effect, the before and the after. All right, so let's turn this off, and now let's look at the mono high key portrait, and I will tap the before and after here, and then I'll have the slider. Now keep in mind too, all these effects are not going to go for this particular photo. This is like an architecture one, so I probably wouldn't use something like the portrait effects, but you know, I'm just showing you what it looks like before and after. Now, this is a very bright one right here, so I definitely probably would not use this one for this particular photo. So that's the before, and then that's the after, and then here goes the slider, and that's just a little too bright for my liking. Of course, I could always take the amount down, but once you start lowering that amount, you start to see some of the color, and then it kind of ruins that black white effect. Now let's go with the dark. Now see, I think that one looks really good. So here goes the before, and then here goes the after. I'll use that slider again to show you some of the detail here. I'll just kind of leave it right there so you can kind of look at the rooftop and see all the detail. And then here goes the vintage photo. Let me turn this slider off, and I will launch the vintage slider. Now that one, again, it looks kind of like a newspaper image or something, like a really old newspaper clipping. But there's the before, and then here is the after. And see, that has a lot of grain in it too. And come down here and look at it, it's got 88% grain, and then the size, and then the roughness, etc. But let's do the slider here. I can show you the before, and then the after, and then I'll just stop it here so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like on the before and the after with this particular filter effect. So this is the Noble Monochromatic Preset Pack for Luminar. If you don't know what Luminar is, please check my review of it. I'll have a link in the description if you want to see some of the details about Luminar and how it works and find out a little more information about it. I recommend checking that out. I'll also link some of my other preset videos that I've done. I've done the Instant Inspiration and one other preset pack. Which one was it? Let me look real quick. It was the Essentials, which is probably my favorite of the presets that I have installed right now. And as you can see right here in Luminar, I have some other preset packs as well. They have some free ones that you can download from the Macphun.com website. But in the description, I'm gonna have everything: links to where you can purchase Luminar, links to where you can purchase these preset packs, links to my reviews of the other presets as well as Luminar itself. So I thank you for watching. Give the video a thumbs up. Have a great day. Peace.